How long do you got in your heads?
I think they just finished. Yep, I am all ready.
Same.
Welcome in, everybody. Hope everyone is pep-tastic today.
We got another night of baseball for y'all. This is the second half of week 13. Which means there's, after tonight's games, it will only be 6 games remaining for every team. So the playoff picture is becoming more apparent as we go. But nope.
Opening game is Knights versus the Monkeys. So I guess quick thoughts going into this game. I think the Monkeys should probably win this, but also we've seen them not perform to their full potential quite a few times, and the Knights have been performing pretty well as of late, I think. Even though that doesn't always translate to wins, this could be the game for the Knights.
Could be. The lack of consistency from the Monkeys and the Knights' overall defense leave the door quite open for the Knights to overcome in this game. It's the Monkeys' game to lose. If they lose this game, it makes it harder for them to make the playoffs. They're getting dangerously low. So, yeah, I think right now they're third in their division. They're only 2 games ahead of the Spitballs right now. Yeah, they need a win.
They're third because of differential, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They somehow have only a 20-point differential, while the Monsters have a 33-point differential. It's kind of weird, because, like, the difference between first and last in differential for the MKC is, like, 106. How's it going, Ema? Meanwhile,
yo, what's up, Ema?
The differential between first and last in the DIC is like 214.
Wow, 214? That's good. Oh, I guess the differential going negative. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's crazy. Anyways, let's get this game going.
Good luck to both teams.
The Monkeys will be batting first. Seeing they're the away team, that makes perfect sense. Way to make it accurate there, game, for once. Magic Koopa starting off on the mound for the Knights. Jode got a solid hit right off the bat.
You always love to see your leadoff hitter get on, so we'll see if the Monkeys can take advantage of that. They didn't hit into a double play, which is already a really good sign. As long as there isn't a triple play here, they're gonna have someone on board for. Oh wait. I messed up with the order. For some reason, I thought Funky was third. And they do hit into a double play. So they only have 1 out to work with right now. But runner on third, just a base hit drives in a run. Unless Toad gets tied up over there for some reason. We have seen AI be a bit funky on. So, wow.
The buddy kick over to Zidane for the catch. What a crazy play.
Yeah, that seemed like a bit of extra style from Babe Kong out there. I love to see the flair.
Yuffie up to bat up to pitch on the mound. I had today off. I have no excuses right now. Yuffie on the mound for the monkeys. Already getting it out using Wiggler.
Wow, and Diddy Kong just barely not able to get to that ball, and Yoshi able to sneak one through for a hit.
Yep. Also, Ema, how are you doing today? I said hi, but I didn't ask you how you're doing. Was not your day? I'm sorry, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Bases are loaded for the Knights with only one out. This is the danger of this team. Their offense shows up, and when it does, it's scarily consistent.
Does Zidane have chemistry with everyone on board? He does. This could be a big hit.
And it is. It's a nice, like, decent hit out to the mid-right field there.
Yeah, very nice spot in the gap there. Able to get a double and drive in 2 runs. Knights starting off with a really good offense in this first inning. Hopefully this isn't the only time we see their offense kicking.
Right? Hello, you sports nerds. Hello, Ash.
Hope you're peptastic, Ash.
That's gonna be another solid base hit and another run in for the Knights. They're opening this game up 3-0 right now. You're on vacation, so absolutely peptastic, fantastic.
Love to hear it. Getting baked cheese.
What's?
Hell yeah.
What's baked cheese?
I don't really need to know because cheese is awesome. So
I mean, cheese is awesome, but I'm perplexed, and I would like to understand.
Maybe it's like a grilled cheese, but put in the oven.
Oven cheese?
Yeah,
I still don't know.
What that is either.
We never put just cheese in an oven over here.
No, it's a thing.
I've not heard of this ever, Ash. Also, the Knights get 4 runs on the inning. That is huge for a start for them.
That is huge. That's probably more than they've scored in some games. This field feels bigger than it is. I don't know if it's actually just a big field, but we do not see many home runs on this field. I'm gonna look at that real quick. Oh, I think I've had similar things to this before.
So it's like a cheese dip. You bake the cheese with herbs and
Isn't that kind of what
spices.
like brie is, or is that? I'm not sure I'm saying the right cheese, but I think there's like brie that's like that. That sounds peptastic. And Diddy Kong able to strike back for his team, drive in a run and put 2 on. Important time to strike back, and good job by the monkeys to keep up at least a little bit with the production of the Knights in that first inning.
That's an interesting read. Also, amazing double play. The Knights are able to keep the Monkeys to only 1 run, which is huge. That's giving them a 3-run lead going to the bottom of the second. He had some cheese curds earlier, so you're all for cheese? I mean, I respect it.
Fried cheese curds or regular cheese curds? They're both good. Just curious. I live in Wisconsin. I hope that's not too much doxing myself, but so I'm all about cheese and milk and anything dairy.
We have a cheese head in the house.
You got fried for lunch, and then you got some fresh at the store. Oh my goodness. I ate a stick of cheese when I got home as a snack because I skipped lunch.
This is gonna sound pretty blasphemous, but I've actually been trying to reduce the amount of cheese I eat.
I mean, cheese does have a lot of calories and fat in it, so not eating too much of it is a good thing. So after that big first inning, Monkeys able to hold the Knights to a 0 run. It was a 3-up, 3-down inning. So Monkeys didn't lose their composure off that big inning, able to come back in a strong way. And Monkeys' first 2 batters were able to once again get on base. Toad and Drybones have both been very consistent so far with 2 base hits.
That's gonna load the bases for...
Yeah, I wasn't sure if Toad was gonna keep going. That would not have been very close.
Jill is up to bat.
Wow,
There's a little confusion because of that banana.
I'm very impressed that the second baseman there was able to recognize they were not going to beat the batter to the bag and just took the out that was guaranteed.
Still, they have 2 runners in striking distance, and Funky Kong's a dangerous hitter.
Yeah, even just a deep fly ball should bring in a run, but that's not very deep, but good item usage could... Nope, not out in time.
Yuna is up. There's 2 outs for the Monkeys right now. The Knights need to be precise here if they want to keep the score low.
And good job by the Knights to only hold to 1 run again. Giving up 1 run an inning, if this trend keeps up, it's not going to be that great unless they can start producing again. But they've been in some dangerous positions. Only giving up 1 run, that's a victory at least.
It's a solid base hit.
Nice
Funky didn't
work,
even
Big
drop
John.
the ball when he got boomed. That's crazy.
And last time Zidane was up, he was able to bat in 2 runs with a double and able to get a hit again right here. Fade Kong, good heads-up play, just rounding second there and putting runners on the corners for the captain. And last time Luigi was up, he batted in a run. He has another opportunity to. I'm kind of hoping to see a star swing from the captain, just take a guaranteed hit.
Oh, and then Wiggler catches that ball right out of the air. Puts the inning to an end before the Knights can score.
Yeah, that was some good personality out there. Didn't even have to hop.
I mean, that's his personality, right? Not having to jump.
I wonder, there's probably been like one time this whole season that we've seen Wiggler jump.
I mean, good for him not having to jump. I wouldn't jump if I didn't have to either.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I jumped because I never need to.
I was not gifted with height, so jumping is something that just kind of happens.
Oh,
because I need
same.
to.
I am also short. I just don't put anything high up, I guess. And it's hard to tell because Wiggler's bat is so small, but he is trying to bunt here.
And an out on the bunt, but gets Baby DK up to second.
And if Toad can be as consistent as he has been hitting base hits, there's a good chance that Baby DK could come in. And he is able to put that in a great spot, and Baby DK able to find his way home. Monkeys after that first inning have been very consistent on offense, getting at least one run an inning so far, and they could get more this inning.
The Knights are unfortunately just not having any luck.
Toad and Dry Bones are batting 100 so far. I'm very impressed by these these first two batters for the Monkeys so far this game. Wow, and Toad this time not hesitating, rounding third, and able to make it a close play and beat it out with his enlarge ability. Monkeys, you know, they didn't score that first inning, but yeah, after that first inning, we're seeing the offense we're used to from them.
Tiny able to get a glove on that ball and end the inning before any more damage could be dealt, but the score is now 4-4.
She was hitting a nice little TikTok dance out there after getting the out.
He was celebrating. What do you expect? Oh! Great hands-up play by the first baseman.
Hold on.
What a catch.
Anytime there's like a significantly long skid mark, I'm just like, yeah, impressed that they were able to hold on.
If I ever saw one of them drop it, I would be like, I would be more impressed by the holds. But I've seen like Baby Peach, which is probably one of the weakest characters in the roster, hold on to a ball that knocked her almost to midfield.
Yeah,
like,
we have seen like people skid further than baselines. It's fucking crazy.
The slowdown in the outfield in this field is insane.
Yeah.
That's 2 outs. He keeps sending it out far, and it keeps getting caught.
Baby DK able to prevent the 3-up, 3-down this inning, but gonna take a lot of effort for them to keep up their consistency of 1 run an inning in this inning. And they're not able to do it. Babe Kong able to get a glove on that, and the Knights able to put up 0 points for the Monkeys. Put up a goose egg, and that's just what they need now. After not scoring through the last, I would say 4 innings, 3 innings, they need some production. They need to get a run. Their lead is gone, and they just need something if they want to stay in this game. Monkeys don't really show signs of slowing down. A lot of times after they have a hitless or a scoreless inning, they come back just as strong as they were.
Dude, this funky guy, Kong guy sucks. Or stinks. Sorry. How's it going, Dinah?
Hope you're peptastic, Dinah.
For those of you who haven't been following since the beginning, the Monkeys are Dynamungo's team.
And Wiggler not able to hold on while diving. And item usage gonna turn that into, I guess not an RBI, but a run at least.
Diddy Kong already tired.
And nice play out there to get through the inning with only giving up 1. And this is what I was saying. The Knights did need to come out here and put up a run to really have a chance to stay in this inning, because I expect the Monkeys to come back out here and show their strength on offense.
Did you just say your 14-11 Monkeys suck? Sir? 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 Yeah, how many teams in this league would kill to be 14-11? Oh! Amazing
nice.
jumping catch by Tiny to put on a double play.
And I think that was Dry Bones who was just hitting. Dry Bones not able to keep his batting average at 100 on the day, but Toad has been able to. I think that's 4 for 4 for Toad, so very consistent bat from Toad.
Oh yeah.
Diddy, unfortunately, still tired. Lock up to bat. He hits it a little too high, and that's going to lead to an out. Catch by Jill. Kamek. Here comes the special pitch. Kamek misses. That's strike 2. Able to get it past the infield on that third swing. That's going to be enough to break Diddy Kong. And they send Jill to the mound.
Does that put Diddy Kong in the outfield?
It does, but he has chemistry with Funky Kong, so it's not a big deal.
Yep, that is a very decent change.
Monkeys are back up to bat, starting off with Jill here. Tiny
and
gets
item usage
beamed.
Actually able to turn that into a hit. Good job by Funky Kong.
I don't know what issue Funky has with Tiny, but that ball hitting her straight in the face tells me that there is no love for the two of them, between the two of them. Run, Funky, run!
I cannot believe that Funky Kong, after standing on first for a second, tried to go for second here. If he did not hesitate, I think he would have been able to beat that out, but at least he was able to turn around and not have it be an out. And great job by the hitter there. Able to get a hit, driving a run and put 2 on. Monkey's in a great spot to take the lead here.
Yeah, well done by Jill here. Baby DK is up.
I never noticed he wears a bib and not his tie. That's actually so funny. And a star swing from Diddy Kong here would be huge for his team.
And he does
And we see it.
That's gonna lead to confusion in the outfield, but Funky didn't run when it first got hit. Barely made it to base.
Yeah, thankfully, the almost base running error did not come to fruition. Able to bat in a run and keep the bases loaded. And with Wiggler coming up, this is a scary batter to have up in this situation.
Wheeler able to get another base hit and add to the lead.
And that brings Toad coming up. I'm pretty sure Toad's batting 100 today. This man's on fire.
Oh my god, that whole back end is all messed up. 7, 8, 9 are all out of order. I fucked up so there. How did I mess that up?
I was wondering why Wiggler was batting 9th, but I thought I just misremembered.
No, Wiggler and Baby DK are flipped right now, but I think as long as I don't think it's gonna be a big deal. Too much of a big deal, at least. It's working out for the Monkeys right now, for sure.
Yeah, this inning from the Monkeys has been crazy. Just base hit after base hit, keeping the bases loaded.
They still have no outs. It's 9-5 right now. That is probably going to be an out.
Wiggler tagging up, though, and a great sac fly, even if it wasn't out.
That's true. It's now 10-5. 5 more runs could put this game in jeopardy for the Knights. But a nice catch by Tiny is going to end this inning and stop the Monkeys from scoring any further. But 6 runs in a single inning is going to put the Knights at a huge disadvantage. With only 3 innings to go for them, this isn't good.
Yeah, the Knights fought hard for their 5 runs so far this game, so scoring more than they'd have this whole game in 1 inning is an impressive feat. And that's going to be a huge blow to the morale of the Knights. Wiggler not quite able to get to that one. He's known for his vertical range, not his horizontal one. And Yoshi able to get a hit.
And that's a quick double play, and that's going to end the inning. Yep. Quick moves by Yuffie to end that inning. Monkey gets a good big piece of it, but it's not gonna be far enough.
I really feel like this is one of the biggest fields in the game. Like, a lot of these hits from Funky Kong seem like they have the hang time and distance that, or mainly just the hang time that makes them feel like they'd be home runs normally. I don't think anyone's actually done like measurements of fields, so I don't know if there's a way to confirm it.
They have. Pretty sure.
Although the left and right field corners do jut in a lot at like the flag post. And a close play at the plate gonna go the Monkeys' way and able to extend this lead even further. And the man on fire's up himself. Can he keep his batting average at 100 on the day? And he does. 5 for 5, or maybe 6 for 6. I don't even know.
Here's the estimate size of Luigi's Mansion Stadium. It's 282 feet from home plate to left wall, 351 feet to center wall, and 287 feet to the right wall.
I guess that sounds very similar size to Mario's Stadium, actually, now that I think about it. Mario Stadium has 259 to the left field, which is 30 or almost 20 feet less than Luigi's Mansion. 317 to center field, which is 30 less. And then 259 to the right field, which is another like 25 feet less on the right side. Okay, so this is a pretty big field then.
Yeah, the only field that, actually looking at the numbers here, the only fields that have a longer center field line is Peach Ice Garden with a 402 feet.
Yeah, that one is so far. Yeah, I guess just looking at this stadium, it doesn't necessarily look that much bigger, but yeah, with like the way we've seen some big hits just like putter out, it doesn't surprise me anymore. And Locke trying to get greedy, get points for his team when they needed it, but unfortunately not having the speed he needs and gets thrown out at home, taking away 2 runners in scoring position. And while his team did need runs, they didn't need to get out of that inning with 2 runners in scoring position.
Yeah.
So I like the greed, but also that could be very impactful for the team.
Exactly. Monkey is up. Scores 11-6 Monkeys.
And Funky
That
able
one
to
is
place
a home
this
run.
shot. And he's been hitting bombs all day, just like unfortunately to the gaps, which are just a bit far. That time able to put it right down the right field line, and yeah, that's just gonna go over. With how big this field is too, the center fielder's not gonna be able to get over there. Also, I'm not sure if this is right, but it seems like the tall grass makes the outfielders run a little bit slower. It might just be the size of the field, actually, now that we've looked up the stats, but on this field, it does not seem like the fielders cover as much ground.
There's also the fact that like the tall grass slows them down when they're moving.
Okay.
So it's the big field plus the slow grass. Also, a 7-run deficit. The Knights need to get 7 runs to stay in this game.
And now only 2 outs to work with. If anyone just saw me trying to drink from my water bottle without the straw extended, no you didn't.
I saw it! That's gonna be the game! 13-6 in favor of the Monkeys.
And Monkeys did not start out that first inning great, but the rest of the innings looking like an entirely different game for both teams.
My favorite part is...
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, my favorite part is Dinah came in and said, my team sucks. It's like, yes, your team sucks. 13-7. Totally sucks.
And Toad, the MVP, when he was either 5 for 5 or 6 for 6 on the day, so absolutely deserved. Batting 100 or 1,000 or however you say that is an impressive feat.
I agree. It is an impressive feat.
And Babe Kong with a nice performance too, putting up 100 points. Dane putting up 80. The Knights had this wasn't a bad performance by the Knights. They came out and they played a good game. Monkeys just came out and did what the Monkeys do, just have crazy offense.
Purple Toad with the MVP, 100 points in batting. He,
And 10 in running. Did he steal a base? Or if you win a close play, does that also count for running points?
I think the close play counts.
Yeah.
Nice.
Trash. Dinah, you just need to always come in and talk about how bad your team is and try and prove you wrong. Ooh, Tomahawk Cutie Boy with the sub. Thank you so much.
All right, next matchup is going to be the Bows versus the Eggs.
Have you missed anything? You've missed one game so far, Kiro. Monkeys just won 13-6. Oh, no worries.
It's a dino battle.
Wow, a battle of the couples, or of a couple.
The couple?
Birdo and Yoshi, they're a couple.
The what?
Yeah.
Evidence? Proof?
I know Yoshi at least has a crush on Birdo. Well, yeah, and there's a game where Yoshi like proposed to Birdo. Like I remember seeing a snippet of him giving her a ring. But that also was probably from a Mario sports game, which are never canon anyways. Yeah.
They're just paired together a lot, yeah. This battle's only allowed to take place in the Mesozoic era. Yep. How's it going, Tyler? The monkeys are always trash? Okay, Betty Jets.
Hero, I think just saying, oh, I just know this, just means that we've made an assumption.
Alright, the teams are set, and I made sure there's no mistakes this time. That is so many emotes.
Yo, Tyler, homie, I hope you're doing peptastic.
Oh, here we go, game 2. What do you think?
I think I don't know who I want to win because I like both these teams and I have former players on the eggs. I also think both these teams are very close to each other in their terms of maximum performance, where the bows are consistently better, so I guess I would give the edge to the bows, but either team can really take this win. I think it's going to be a close game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a close game too.
Anyone got a slip on the team? What are the parlays? Sorry, I'm actually not allowed to bet on these games. Being so close with the commissioner. But able to hit a 2-run homer, impressive, and the bow's off to a great start.
I think I might do that for next season. I might open up a Google Sheet just for the purposes of prediction. People can, like, see which teams they think are gonna win.
That would be a lot of fun. That way, like, even if someone's team isn't performing well, like, they could be the winner of, like, the predictions or something. That'd be fun. And Birdo tried to go back-to-back homers right there, but the train not quite coming out in time.
I was able to get a glove on that one.
There are Twitch predictions.
Twitch predictions are also a thing, yes, but that requires me to pay attention to my chat.
Also, what's up, Neck? Hope you're doing peptastic. If you don't want to be called Neck, please tell me what to call you.
He just admitted he doesn't like us. I never said that, Nex. I never said that.
Call me whatever you want. Change that to whenever, and I'll call you tonight. Yo, KRD, hope you're doing peptastic today.
Streamer's trying to F me. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening here. Nice catch by Yellow Yoshi there. I just came in here. Excuse you, freezing? Foul ball! Oh my god, this is the most full count I've ever seen.
Wow, Yoshi not trying to use the tongue there. I guess he knew that the ball was rubbed in the dirt a little bit too much. Maybe the pitcher's hands are a bit too sweaty. Boo's got clammy hands.
Okay. Hold up. Let's back this train up. We have seen Yoshi's gobble those balls harder than some working people out there, okay?
Yeah, see, like, what? I don't understand why he goes for that one, but not the other one. But nice play, Yoshi.
Is that White in the batting area? Oh, you mean, is that Walter White? No. I've never heard commentary like this. I don't know what you're talking about. We're just talking while the game is playing. If the commentary is directed towards chat or if it's directed towards the game, either way, it's commentary.
You've also seen Shy Guy swallow solid ground to touch balls before. Yoshis have no privilege on eating terrain. You're right, Uber. Although, who knows? Maybe Shy Guys prefer ground, you know? They make it seem like it. Maybe that's their food of choice.
Shy Guy is your guy? I don't think there's any Shy Guys in this match. I think it's a compliment.
Zero sports commenters trying to get in your pants. Oh my god.
You must not have gotten to many, you know, local sports events. Oh man, what a catch!
I love how Tyler just keeps coming in with the different cross emotes. I appreciate you, Tyler. You have a website for your local team? Oh, Yoshi with a good hit towards left field. But the buddy jump able to rob it. I'm not sure if that was going to be over or if that was going to hit the wall.
Oh, that was definitely going to go over. You own the website, or you just should visit it? Because I mean, I can visit some sports teams' websites as well.
Spicy noodles at 2 a.m.
You own it and design it. Nice. And maintain it. That's awesome. It sucks,
yeah,
though.
Yeah, that catch able to come in right before the train.
Did you? Is the team bad? Ground ball out to Boomerang, bro.
Yeah, it's a routine play for Boomer out there. And is that George? George able to hold on.
She got promoted 3 years in a row, so you wouldn't say so? You used a free website builder because the team isn't paying you? The team isn't paying you! Why are you doing their website if they aren't paying you? You like the team? Yeah, but they should at least pay you.
Yo, do you like me? Do you want to make a website for me?
Do you want to pay him?
No, I'm just hoping he likes me. or she.
Joltion's like, give me free labor, please.
Actually, though, I would do nothing with a website.
Imagine an Epilogue Gaming website for the entire league. That'd be crazy. I can run your OnlyFans.
Ema coming out of lurking for the RAR. I love it. I'll allow that. Sure.
You can run Jolteon's OnlyFans while Jolteon runs my OnlyFans.
And the Egg's able to bat a run in there and cut this lead in half.
Oh, try to steal. Greg is going for base.
Wow.
Greg makes it home.
Great timing on the steal and perfect placement, able to bring a run in.
If they didn't pre-start running, if they didn't attempt to steal the base at first, that would have never come to fruition.
No, that would have just been bases loaded, yeah.
Yeah, that was huge. Greg making a huge play there.
And Egg's having a huge inning so far. Kind of looking like the monkeys out here, just base hit after base hit, loading the bases, no outs.
Waka not making the play to get the ball. Crazy.
And Snow able to drive in 2 runs here, and Eggs on fire this inning. They're hoping to keep it up. What else is huge?
In baseball, they're called umps, not refs. They are umpires, not referees.
You were on a soccer pitch today? Were you playing soccer? Are you also their groundskeeper for free or something?
You believe
Can't
in no
spell ump without ump?
It's umpire, not empire. No follow-up with that second base? They didn't throw it to second at all there.
Yeah.
Umpires were like dumpires.
Wow, and Snow refusing to step off third. Wisely so, but Yoshi getting a little bit antsy, and that time he does get punished for it. You were throwing around an American football on a soccer pitch? That's like sacrilegious.
You like every other except for lacrosse? Imagine not liking LAX.
You know, maybe they had a traumatizing experience flying in there.
Strikeout on Waka is going to end the inning. Egg's brilliant defense holds it to 0. Do we like sports? I love sports. I used to play a ton of them when I was younger. I played... Oh, go.
I also played a decent amount of sports, but I was bad at everything other than soccer. So.
Yeah, I played soccer, hockey. I was bad at both of those, even though I love those sports. I was decent at football. Yeah, football ended up being the one sport I was decent at. American football, not international football.
You left your country illegally? I'm telling.
You were never on an airplane. That's crazy. But again, there's a lot of people that have never been on an airplane. I fortunately have been on an airplane many times in my life.
Wow, Boomerang Pro with a huge grand slam. It was so high off the screen, like you didn't even see it when it went out of the field.
The eggs are showing up today, Jesus.
Yeah, just because it's because I said that I thought the Bows were gonna win this.
Were you ever on a plane in 2001? Yeah, actually. Here's a scary thought for y'all. I was on a plane literally 7 days before that attack.
Wow.
You need to sleep. Okay, Emma, get some rest. Thanks for stopping
I
by.
hope you can get some rest. I hope tomorrow is better than today.
Oh, I have no PTSD about it. I'm just saying, like, it was a bit of a shocker. It's like, oh shit! If they changed the timing on that attack, I would have been on one. I could have been on one of those planes.
Oh no, Yoshi gets taken out, and they get the out, but still a great inning for the eggs.
That salami, it was big.
Yeah.
One of your security questions for Best Buy job was where were you at during 9/11? You were born about a month after? Oh no.
So is your answer in the womb?
Apparently it was still in development.
In development? That's crazy.
So what does Best Buy have to do with 9/11? It's an American company. Boomerang Bow with a huge catch there, ending the inning. The Bows haven't scored a single run since the first.
That's crazy, man.
I don't think that Best Buy has any corporate buildings anywhere near as large as the Twin Towers. But I think they figured that would be an easy question to ask people because people who were alive during that time would remember where they were when they heard the news. Like, for example, with me, I was what? I was a sophomore in high school? Was I a sophomore in high school? At that point? No. I was a freshman in high school, and I was in gym class when they were like, we're getting disturbing news, and I was like, wait, what? It was wild. And that's gonna end the inning for the Bows yet again with no score. It's just unfortunate. The Bows are having no luck today.
Yeah, they were able to get a 2-run homer in their first 2 at bats. And since then, they just have not had anything going.
And that is gone off the bat of Jerry.
And the train coming in with a little bit of an assist, but still very impressive to give it a chance to go over the fence. And Higgs extending this lead already in this inning.
That's going to take Berto off the mound, and this is going to be a huge dip in the performance of the pitching for their team. That's
And
another
not
home
only is that
run.
back-to-back homers, that's 2 homers in a row for Boomer. Perfect placement on that too. If that was a little bit to the left, that would have maybe only been a single.
The eggs right now, if they slam another home run, it's over. This game is done. 1 run is all that separates the eggs from getting a freaking mercy on the bows right now. What are our favorite sports teams? I don't know. What are your favorite sports teams there, Jolteon?
I guess for football, I would say the Packers, but I don't really watch them anymore. I guess the Brewers for baseball, and yeah, that's really all I've ever watched consistently.
When it comes to watching things or going to games for them, I think for me, New England Patriots, Boston Red Sox, New England Revolution, the Boston Bruins. I've been to games for all those teams. I'm also a fan of Arsenal.
I used to be a Chelsea fan. It's been a long time since I followed soccer, but Chelsea used to have a lot of players that I like. Also, I'm obligated to say, fuck the Bears. So, there you go.
Fair enough. Chelsea's bad right now, not gonna lie, yeah.
Yeah, I believe it. I liked them back when they had, like, Drogba, I can't even remember his name. Curly hair guy on defense. They had Frank Lampard. He's probably retired by now. David Luiz. Yeah, I love David Luiz. That guy's awesome.
The Bo's able to survive yet another inning.
8 years? Oh my god. Eden Hazard? Oh, that was that. I think that was someone that was on the on Chelsea. I was like, what are you talking about?
That's gonna be a home run for Bruno? It is. Unfortunately, it's a solo home run. It's not gonna do much as far as saving the team from destruction.
I could not read that at all.
Everyone ignored me using the KGB language when I'm talking about your teams. I mean, I can't read Russian, so I have no idea. Plus, I know that Russia's not the only country that uses that alphabet. So, I didn't want to, like, assume anything. Yeah, it's what, like, coming from me, like, an American that doesn't know, like, the differences. Like, for me, I know that that's the alphabet that Russia uses, but I don't know, like, the difference between that and, like, say, Ukrainian, or I still don't even know all the different nations that use that alphabet, but, like, yeah, like, I can't differentiate it, and I know that there's more than one country that uses it, so I would rather not, like, jump to the conclusion. You know what I mean?
And right after the inning where Birdo was able to hit a home run, Boomerang Bro able to come out and hit his 3rd home run of the game and erase that 1 run they got back.
Yeah, but that doesn't stop the Bows from getting to the final inning, though. And here we are, Bows' last stand. They had to get 9 runs. They already have 1 out. You know 2 Cyrillic scripts and 3 Latin scripts? I know English. But I know what some languages look like. I know, well, that's gonna be the game. Like, I can visibly see the difference between French and Spanish when it's written, but that doesn't make me an expert in any kind. Eggs dominate this game, 12-3.
And apologies anyone that's hanging out that is not subbed. I do have to run ads now. I snoozed them a couple times, but we're in between games. It's a perfect time. I'll see you soon.
I will also be joining on the ads.
Also, I will be right back, so apologies, everyone.
I'm also gonna be right back. Definitely a bad way to buy Rebel physical. You know, physical's a bad idea. shit, that's a trap. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I find something bad. I saw the slingshot. Oh yeah, we're back. Bo's barely got anybody over 60 points. Or over 50 points, I should say. Hammer Pro, 160 in batting. Jesus Christ. Next matchup, it's gonna be the Wilds versus the Spitballs. Hey Ash, your team is going up next.
Waluigi time!
Oops, I was muted in Discord. Going into this game, I think there is a clear expected winner where, not trying to trash talk any team here, but the Wilds are an extremely dominant force, especially on their home field. It's going to be really hard to come away with a win, where Spitballs are on a winning streak. They're a little bit on fire, so they could have the momentum they need coming into this game. It's going to be really important to get through this first inning without giving up too many runs. But if the Wilds right away are able to start eating up these pitchers and force a pitching change in inning one, then it's going to be a really rough game.
Alright, the teams are set. Here we go. Team who wins versus heel team. Yep. Here we go. Wilds versus Spitballs. I kind of agree with your assessment. Wilds are devastating in their home. So, the Spitballs really have a very slim chance of victory, but it wouldn't be the first time we've seen a team beat the Wilds, even at home. So we'll see what happens. DK with a ground ball right off the bat. If you're talking, I can't hear you, by the way. Beanball!
Wait, what?
Beanball. Petey got hit by Magic Koopa's pitch.
That's crazy. I looked away for a moment.
That's a goner. That's a home run. 3-run homer for Red Critter, and it begins.
Yep.
And Waluigi is already in. Oh boy.
Beyonce able to drop a nice hit out there, and that puts one on for Critter here, and this could easily become a 5-run lead.
Unfortunately, that's going to be a double play, as Critter got none of it.
That is what the Spitballs need after giving up that 3-run homer.
Absolutely. Corell with a solid catch ending the inning, but the Wild's still up 3 at the first at bat. Let's see how the Spitballs do at their first at bat. Noki able to knock it over the Critters and get a double.
Great start.
Not able to save themselves from the out at first, but the POW allowed their Noki to get to third safely, and that is going. It's an out, but that's gonna allow Noki to run back home. She's able to get to base, and she does. And that's gonna be 3-1 as the Spitballs have given up 2 outs to get that 1 runner in.
Yeah, it's not the same as the amount of runs that the Wilds got, but being able to score in the first inning against the Wilds, I feel like is a pretty impressive feat. They have a very solid defense, very solid pitching, so being able to get things started early is essential in order to stand a chance against them.
You consider the Spitballs defense like a switchblade? Because they let the other team unleash a flurry offense into Magikoopa as a decoy and then put him on second base, making him an ironclad formation. Well, Magikoopa has really high pitching. He has really good control of the ball, so you want him to start off pitching. And then having him flip with the captain after putting the captain at second base is actually perfect for a secondary position for Magikoopa because of Magikoopa's long range and magic grab make it really hard to get over. Also, that's 2 runs for the Spitballs. Not quite gonna be 3 here as the bases are loaded, but Waluigi, the captain, is up.
They have a chance to, yeah, get rid of this lead, and with Waluigi coming up, if he's smart and uses a star swing, or honestly, he's a good batter. If he just puts it in a good spot, this lead could be erased.
No, he is in fact a terrible batter. Did I go over this with you last time?
I know what his batting stats look like, but he's very consistently able to get hits.
His batting stats are a meme. Like literally, somebody at Nintendo was like, "Let's make Waluigi like the least viable character ever."
Well, but his slap hit power is like 99 or 90 or something. Like, he's a very solid base hitter.
Yes, but the area of effect for that slap hit is only 5, which means he has an incredibly tiny bat.
That is true, but I still think we see him able to hit the ball. I think it doesn't affect the AI as much as it would a person.
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't affect the
smaller range.
The person, it's more of a player meme, but still, like, and then like to cap it off, right? It's like his charge hit area is actually really solid. I think it's like 60 or something, which is really big. But his charge hit power is 1. It's freaking 1!
It's hilarious. Which is crazy because I think we've seen him actually, it's only been foul balls, but we've seen him hit far enough to get a homer, which I find insane since he only has a 1 charging bat power.
Welcome back. Score is tied 3-3 right now.
Safe.
But that's about to change.
Firebro not quite able to get enough height on that, or maybe he had enough height, but he wasn't able to get in position before that laser beam flew past him. DK able to bat in a run for his team and brings up terrifying part of the lineup. Waluigi hoping to get through this without giving up another run. He's gonna need help from his outfield.
Oh, and a catch by
Wow,
Juice.
he was off the screen. I think that might be the new highest catch that we've seen. It might not be, but I don't know. Maybe the red characters just fly up higher than anyone else, because I think Red Yoshi is the other one that we saw make an insanely high catch.
It's
I know
just
that's
something
not
about the
true,
color
I'm
red.
just effing. Yeah, I know.
There's gonna be a pop fly out. Oh, it's not.
Wow.
The bomb. Perfect
Can Noki
play.
turn that into a triple? And she does. Spitballs have a chance to even this game up immediately again. And, well, Noki afraid to run on the pitch, thought it was going to be caught. Not a big deal. If Firebro does anything similar to last time, the worst thing that could happen is a sack fly, most likely. Instead, slap hitting, but that is able to fall and bat in the run, and Spitball's having a very impressive showcase so far on offense.
The highest catch is anyone who manages to have a conversation with Snoop Dogg. I don't know how that has anything to do with catching, but I get why it's high.
Yeah.
Oh no, the critter!
Oh my god.
Critter doing critter things just got an instant double play.
Hi, right back at you, Tyler.
And that's gonna be the end of the inning. Oh boy.
Poor Firebro.
Firebro taking a fireball. He did not like that.
And very impressive for the Spitballs, able to keep up with the exact same run production as the Wilds. Hoping to see him keep it up.
Solid base hit for Critter. Here comes Pianta. He charges, he hits it. It's going, but it's not going to be enough.
I almost expected, after you said that, for it to be an error that went over the fence, just so the game could be like, fuck you.
Oh, oh my god! Ronnie with the amazing heads-up play, knocking the ball to Firebro for a quick 2-out.
Yeah,
Double
honestly,
play.
I'm not sure if he held on to that, if he would have been able to turn the double play. He just doesn't have the same arm speed. And it also, I think, would have taken him longer to get up and throw that than it did for Firebro to throw it. So, insanely good interaction. And yeah, great defense out there.
How's it going, Fawn? Hey, thank you for the follow. That's a quick double play. Waluigi up to bat. You actually made it in time for a game. How's it going, Walrus?
Hope you're doing fantastic, Walrus.
DK is tired. This is actually huge for the Spitballs. If they can get DK off the mound, they can actually start to win this game.
And Noki so far batting 1,000 this game. So the perfect person to have up in that situation and able to keep it up.
Bad CPU. The CPUs are bad. That's. I'm sorry if you thought the AIs would be good at this game. They're unfortunately very, very bad at using the players the way they're supposed to. But that's what makes it fun to watch.
Oh, and PD might get off.
Is gonna get off the mound after one pitch. And PD is tired. Not quite tagged out though.
Mound. And that gives Firebro a chance to punish a tired pitcher. Not able to do it though.
Firebro's star hit there was an interesting move, but just not able to get it far enough. Or get it out of onto the ground.
Able to take the lead for the first time this game. They've only been playing. They've been able to equalize the score every single time so far, and after holding the Wilds to no runs, able to score. So impressive offense from the Spitballs, and also not bad defense. There's just been a few big homers.
How's it going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. Oh, nice hit by Monty, but the Magic 8-Ball, Red Magic Koopa, able to get that one. How goes the game?
Honestly, I'd rather just call him Kamek.
I mean, I kind of want to come up with, like, nicknames for the rest of them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's so many characters I wish had nicknames like Ronnie and Greg do, because, like, it's so much easier to say they're, like, a name. Even if nobody else gets it, it's so much easier to say that than Red Magic Koopa. That's 4 syllables!
And PD able to put out 3 pitches? I'm impressed. Going for a 4th? Oh my gosh.
PD is absolutely exhausted, but they're not taking PD off the mound until they get scored on, I think.
And
they're gonna make this plant suffer.
They almost came into play, but DK able to get the tag out before they got to first.
Ronnie caught swinging in air. Somehow the bananas landed entirely around Red Fritter. Another special pitch for Waluigi. He burns through that stamina.
And Wild's gonna have 1 on for the captain here, and have a good chance to take the lead.
Yeah, but see, Piranha Plants only really hurl fireballs. They don't really hurl physical baseballs. Also, I don't think PD shoots with the mouth. I think they throw it with their leaf. That's a homer? No, it's foul.
Oh my gosh.
Special pitch from Waluigi again. And that is going! And it is out of here! That's
and
a
the
2-run homer.
Are able to claim the lead with that, yeah, go ahead 2-run homer, and PD showing up for the team in a big way. Doing just fine on the mound, not giving up any big hits. also able to come out and have a big hit. So yeah, Petey doing great.
And that's another home run. We are feeding the ocean balls.
And back-to-back homers, that's gonna start eating into the morale of the Spitballs. Hopefully they can get through this inning and come back and strike again. But it's gonna be hard to keep this production up.
That's a good catch by Carmilla. Blue Critter is up. Yeah, without the Spitballs having nearly as many home run threats, keeping up with a team that hits as many home runs as the Wild will always be difficult.
Yep, absolutely.
Solid base hit for Dry Bones. And Petey finally gets tagged out. And now it's Red Critter. And Red Critter puts Petey in the right second baseman position, which is, you know, still kind of dangerous.
It definitely still has probably not quite the same range as a Critter, but still a very solid range out there on second. Might have slightly more errors, but it's still a great spot.
Critter able to get his glove on that, but doesn't go for the double play.
Critter not electing to dive for that one. And Spitball is able to bat in a run and cut this lead a little bit. Noki having an absolutely amazing day.
Vincent
Wow,
not able to get to base, but still gets that run batted in.
If they had, I don't know if they were gonna be able to get the double play, but if they had gotten the double play, there would not have been a run that came in there. Firebro once again going for a star swing. I think the coach needs to have a little talk with that guy and just tell him to charge up the bat instead of using all the stars.
No, we want to see them use stars. They almost never use them.
Yeah, but I think Firebro probably is gonna do better with their charge swing than a star swing.
You're right, he will, but you tell him not to use stars, and he's going to tell everybody else that the coach doesn't want them using stars. Then suddenly your whole team is going to be sitting there with a whole star bank, unable to use them because everybody's afraid the coach is going to yell at them.
And Shy Guy turned around really quick right there. I thought that was going to be a double play, but as soon as the animation started, able to recognize it was going to be a catch and get back.
That was just good awareness, good situational awareness for Shy Guy.
And he just stood there for a second, waiting for Firebro to get the ball back.
And just like I said, he had good situational awareness. He apparently had terrible situational awareness afterwards. Oh my god, the fireball saves the day, giving Magikoopa a triple.
A triple is crazy. Spitballs with another chance to take the lead here.
Oh no. Carmilla not able to get on base. Even with that shell. Can Ronnie bring Magikoopa home? That's 2 strikes. Looks like he was able to, and the Spitballs take the lead.
Able to scoot that through the center there, and yeah, able to bat in a run, and Spitballs take the lead again.
Critter tired. They're gonna swap Critter out for Yellow Pianta. Probably the biggest mistake, putting Critter on home plate, where his talents cannot be used.
Yeah, I guess he does have like a good arm for throwing out a stealing runner, but that's still rare. That's not really going to be that important. That's the only possible use he still has back there.
Fireball's not coming on until later tonight. You're correct. They are not coming on until later tonight. They're going to be in the 5th game of the night. But yeah, the Spitball's able to take that lead going into the top of the 7th. Can the Spitballs keep their hot streak going while crushing the Wild's much larger hot streak? That would be insane. Drinking Fireball? Oh yeah. Fireball!
And DK having a bit uncharacteristic of a game. He's just not charging that much today, but getting himself on for his team, and that gave PD a second chance to drive him in, but outfielder's barely able to get that and keep that from going over the fence.
That emote is amazing. Fireball able to get a glove on that special ability. That's going to end the inning before the Miles are able to score. So they hold on to the lead for another inning at least.
Yeah, Spitball is very impressive defense right there. An important time for it, too.
What was that animation? Oh
I don't
my
even know
God.
if PD had to jump for that.
That jump was ridiculous.
Yo, KRD, thanks for pepping. And if Firebro charges his bat, he has a good chance to extend the lead for his team. Not able to get lift on it, but that's going to put runners on the corners.
That puts Vincent in striking distance for Magikoopa. Only has to get it outside of the infield. Tongue twister, that is a run!
Yo, congrats on your new certificate, Keepo Enjoyer. You know, I'm pretty sure pretty soon you're gonna run out of characters for a Twitch message on that.
That's gonna be bases loaded for the Spitballs.
And that was not great contact, but able to put it in the right spot. And Ronnie with a chance to get a salami.
Can he do it? He does!
Oh my God!
He does it! Ronnie with a grand slam! That's the second Grand Slam tonight.
And now the Wilds have their work cut out for them to come back and clutch this game. They do not want to drop a game at home. But yeah, it's going to be hard to come back in this one.
With only 2 innings to answer. And they're coming to the back end of their dangerous batters, so they have to get through the trenches in order to get back to the good.
Yeah, they're gonna need at least a couple hits between these innings to get their really scary batters back up. So that's a good start for Pianta there. And Critter is, yeah, if he puts this over, they're in a not a great spot, but
It's
still looking good. And Critter able to do what he needs to do, give his team a good chance to stay in this game. And Monty not pulling the trigger on the item cannon and not going to be able to get Shy Guy to base.
That's 1 out. Only a 4-run
But
difference.
he's able to drop a hit where he needs to and get on base. And if these last 2 batters can get on base, then the captain could strike back with a salami.
Well, that out's gonna definitely make it so they can't get a Grand Slam. Irvine up to bat here. Not able to get it out of the infield because of Fire Bro, and that's gonna be an out.
Yeah, Fire Bro, huge play there to stop the captain from coming up with 2 on. That was a huge position possibly for the Wilds to get some runs back and able to stop it from coming to fruition.
Irvine able to get under that ball, but Pianta is tired again. Blue ball ineffective as the ball went straight to the glove of Petey. Oh my god, what a catch!
Wow. What a dive. Love to see it from Petey.
Alright, last
Now-
at-bat for the Wilds here. They need to get 4 runs to tie 5 to put themselves in a potential winning position.
And yeah, I don't know what's going on with DK today. Maybe he's a bit sore from throwing too many barrels at the beginning of this game, but not charging up his swings and not getting the usual amount of homers from the captain is definitely hurting this team a little bit.
That's a big hit, but that's not going to be enough to get out of the field. Red Critter's ball gets caught by Carmilla. And they are 2 outs with only 1 runner on. They still have 4 runs to go. Yellow Pianta is their savior here. Can he do anything to try and give this team an edge? Keep this game going. He hits it far, but Carmilla's there. Oh, bounces off the table. DK's running, and it's a ground rule double. That puts DK on third, and Pianta on second. Blue Critter hits it. Hits it big, he hits it far. Are they going to be able to catch it? It looks like it will be, and that is going to be an out, and that is the game. And the Wilds lose to the Spitballs 9-13.
Impressive work by the Spitballs to able to take down the Wilds at home, keep their streak alive, and Wilds really not having a bad day. Spitballs just showing up huge, and the difference is that grand salami from Ronnie. And rightfully earning the MVP.
Ronnie definitely getting that MVP. He deserved it for that Grand Slam. Red Critter, 120-point performance. Absolutely well done. But Ronnie's 160-point Grand Slam game-winning performance right there is what separated those Spitballs from the Wilds tonight. Congratulations to the Spitballs on this humongous upset. Walrus is going to be devastated that his team that's already clinched the playoffs lost a game.
KRD, please.
I agree, I am a slut. It's fine. Alright, next matchup is going to be the Rookies versus the Muscles. This game has implications for a lot of things here. The Bows lost tonight, which means that the Rookies have clinched their position into the playoffs, so they don't need to win here. But if the Muscles can overcome them, they could also clinch a playoff position.
Don't the Monarchs also have to lose?
Oh right, yes, the Monarchs have to lose. Sorry, my bad. So your team still needs to win the clinch. Never mind. I'm stupid. Don't mind me. I'm just talking out of my ass. I thought it sounded good.
They could lose and still clinch for sure. Thank you, KRD. Depending how Baby Peach's performance goes in these next few games, she might need to go on the bench for another me. I think I gotta let her know that she's on the chopping block. She's gotta perform.
Alright, the teams are set. Here we go. Rookies versus Muscles.
Good luck to both teams, and let's see some good baseball.
Baby Peach not pitching over the plate like she's supposed to.
And Magikoopa able to get a leadoff hit for the Muscles here. Good start for the Muscles. And Shy Guy not able to get that ball, and that puts 2 on right away and gives the captain an RBI chance here.
Wario slamming it so hard it actually caused my Wii to lag.
And it able to score in a nice in a big opportunity, already putting up a run for his team, and Muscle's off to a great start. There's no outs, runners on the corners, they're far from done.
Oh, the vacuum cleaner!
Shy Guy turning what should have been a RBI single into a double play. Crazy work out there by Shy Guy. And Rookie's able to get out of the inning, only giving up 1. From a dangerous position, only giving up 1 run there is very nice for the Rookies. Don't love to see any runs given up in the first. At least only giving up 1 when there could have been easily 2, possibly 3.
K-Roll not opting for a home run on the first play like he usually does. K-Roll's hesitation, not knowing if that ball was going to get caught or not, ended up making him out.
I honestly don't even know if he was running straight off contact, if he would have gotten there in time.
And a quick double play by the Muscles is going to end the inning.
Yeah, able to turn that from being a leadoff hit into a 3-up, 3-down inning. So impressive defense from the Muscles. Now they have a chance to come back out here and keep all this momentum and keep scoring.
Except the momentum is instantly killed by the vacuum cleaner. Not able to get a solid base hit.
Shy Guy able to turn a double play there, get the Rookies out of there, keeping the Muscles scoreless, and now they have a chance to strike back. Critter with a big drive left center field, and not even an attempt at robbing it. Able to even up this game for his team.
That was a devastating hit. It was so high that the outfield for the Muscles didn't even attempt to jump for it. Oh no, the bobble selfie! They're gonna tag out Yellow Magikoopa for Wario.
Baby Peach able to guess right on the ball, but not able to put the ball in a good spot, hitting into a double play, and there still is a runner on third here. But that's not gonna matter with Shy Guy there.
I also just realized that both of these teams had the same exact infield setup.
Oh yeah,
Critter on the left, Shy on the right.
Wow, I feel like we just saw that exact play made. Oh, weird.
That impossible.
Oh my goodness, Critter able to get to that?
Beautiful dive by Critter, ending the inning with a solid catch. Game is still tied going to the bottom of the third.
And Shy Guy not able to cut that off, so that's going to put one on for K-Rool here, and that little morale boost of someone on could be what he needs to power one over.
There's a reason why I call Rebecca the Harbinger of Doom. Totally able to get his glove on that instead of Critter. That was huge. Chris not able to get the ball out of the infield. That is gonna get another run score, or another run stopped. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't understand the English language. Someone take me out back and shoot me before I get any worse.
And that hit just a little bit too much loft on it. Able to get under it and record the first out.
You can at least reach up with your glove and make it look like you caught the ball instead of just like the ball hitting the back of your head and just getting absorbed. Chris not able to get the ball out of his glove before.
Oh wow, the pitcher actually making a play on a ball. We don't see that too often if it's not a bunt. Very cool to see. Bowser Jr. putting in some effort on the mound.
You always like to see the extra effort sometimes, especially from the captain.
Last time Critter was up, he was able to put it out in the park. Trying again this time, but not going to get the chance. The outfield able to get there just in time. I don't know that the ball can sneak between the clumps, but even if it could, not giving it a chance to. The Muscle's able to record a 3-up, 3-down inning, and after 2 early runs from both these teams, we've seen some really solid defense.
Both teams definitely showing up defensively when they need to. Neither team wants to be the team that's in the back, trying to play catch-up.
If the ball could not just phase through the chain chomp there, there would have been extra bases for Critter. Wow, able to get that ball from his hand in like record time. Eating the shell, but able to record the double play.
That ball snapped out of his hand so quickly, that was insane.
I wish this game had like some instant replays sometimes, because that would have been, at least on defense, that would have been one that I wanted to see.
Did you say you want to see instant replay? Let me show you something that I have.
Pull up your stream, yeah.
I'm gonna wait for an instant replayable moment. Oh, and a brilliant out. Oh, it didn't transition back. There we go. It's supposed to transition back and it didn't. It's supposed to do it automatically.
And Muscle is once again able to record a 3-up, 3-down. Yeah, both these teams just really showing up on defense.
Wario able to get to base, despite the chaos that that at-bat had. Only able to get 1 base.
Ashley with a great hit, no chance to make a play on it, and that puts 2 on, and Shy Guy with an RBI chance. That's gonna load up the bases. Actually, after the item usage, that's just gonna turn into a run. Great item usage, great heads up base running by the runners there, and able to bring a run in and put runners on the corners.
That shell was perfectly aimed and it hit at the right time. It was just a tad second. It was just
and
a
that
second
could
shorter.
be a homer.
It is.
And it is.
3-run homer. That is from Garnet. And the Muscles take a huge lead.
And Bowser Jr. not even phased on the mound. Love to see that he's able to keep his morale up after giving up a homer.
Oh, the ball's gonna go foul.
Critter trying to hit the same spot with a home run ball. Unfortunately, not making good contact on that swing. Able to, and Critter able to turn a double play, get the team out of the inning, but not before giving up 4 in the inning. And rookies have a big hill to climb up now. And Critter making a big play, making sure no one's on for K-Rule when he comes up. And K-Rule just struggling a bit this game. When he does hit, it's only been slap hits, and when he charges, they've been flyouts.
Oh, the bobble! The shell misses.
And that's gonna put 2 on for Critter here, and Critter with a good chance to at least get 1 run back for the team. Wario wanting to end the inning without even throwing a ball at him.
Can you blame him?
No.
This is
Critter
going.
with a deep shot.
And that is out. 3-run homer. That's going to tie the game back up.
That just barely getting over the fence. I thought that was going to hit the wall.
Oh, wait. Is that going to tie the game back up? No, not quite. Ever so slightly, no, 1 run short.
Wow, and great play for, I think that's Ashley out there, cutting off that ball. Don't know if it was gonna stay fair, but making sure the inning just ends right there.
Yeah, that was a brilliant catch.
Wow, and we just saw that play to steal a hit from the leadoff hitter last inning. It's almost like these teams have the same character.
These teams are definitely warring with each other.
Bowser Jr. looking for the strikeout, not gonna get it, but Baby Peach with a great jumping snag out there, able to turn a, I think that was gonna be foul, but able to turn a foul ball into a double play.
Great catch. You love to see it.
Shy Guy with good contact, unfortunately too close to the left fielder. That's going to be a routine catch out there, and that's the first out of the inning. Baby Peach able to get that one to drop, and a close play at first. Great relay from the fielders out there, but Peach just barely able to beat it there. And anything other than a double play is going to bring up K-Rule with a great opportunity here, but Critter is not having it. Able to steal a hit and turn it into a double play. An important time for his team. When a scary batter's coming up, you want to clear the bases, and that's exactly what they're able to do.
Critter was able to be very conscious about what needed to happen.
And Wario with a home run shot, but unfortunately for him, outfielder's able to get under it and steal it away.
Yeah, the Bob did not bobble. I don't know what you're talking about.
And Bowser Jr. not able to finish out the inning, but put in a lot of work for his team and able to have the closer come in with only an inning and a third to have to pitch. And after recording an out for his team, K-Rool with a chance to come up here and tie it up for his team. Hasn't been able to perform yet today, hoping to see a homer from the big guy. Not gonna be a homer, but able to get on base for his team. But Critter doing Critter things, turning a runner on base into a double play very often. And now the rookie is looking desperate.
The rookies have one run to make up, one inning to make it happen. This is it, everybody. The final stand.
And the rookies really need to hold the muscles to no runs here. And Toad and Critter are both very respectable bats. Critter able to make big plays for his team so far. But now, K-Rool versus Critter is going to be an important battle for K-Rool to win. Boss versus the henchman. And without a bobble, that's going to be an out. And K-Rool doing what he needs to for his team, setting him up, at least defensively. And Critter just needs to hit another homer like he did earlier in the game. Not able to get a hold of that one, and also not able to get it to drop. And rookies not in a great spot. Gonna need the lower half of the batting order to perform well here in order to tie it up. But Shy Guy, if he hits it over, could just clutch the game here.
Or
Wario's gonna clutch it.
Wario getting the ball and clutching it for his team. As the Muscles win 5-4.
And Critter, even if the game doesn't say so, definitely the MVP for his team. Hit a 3-run homer. Oh wait, no, that was this. No, I'm tripping. That was this me. Critter just had insane defense.
140 points for Green Critter this game. Pretty big deal. With 70 points for Garnet. It was the MVP performance with the triple play. My God. What happened to the rookies? The rookies had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people under 50.
Yeah, it was really just only Critter who showed up today.
Or sorry, 7 under 50. Chris and Critter are the only two to get over 50 or more points. No wonder the rookies struggled this game.
Yeah. Yeah, and K. Rool not showing up on offense and no one else really showing up. It's going to be hard to clutch out a win, but good game by the muscles there. Good team effort, and you know, usually just the team who all around plays better is going to be the team who wins. Not very often where we see a single person effort able to clutch out a game.
True.
Also, I do have ads about to run. I was snoozing them through that game, so apologies to anyone that's hanging out that's not subbed. You're gonna get hit by some ads, but we're in between games. You're not gonna miss much, and we will see you soon.
They get the game set up while it's doing ads. So what do you think of the teams coming up?
Well, I think if the teams show up both to their full potential, then the Fireballs should have this. Flowers are not that bad. They've had great offense, but the Fireballs are able to do what we know they can do, then the Flowers just can't keep up. But if we see as catastrophic of a performance as we have from the Fireballs in the past, then Flowers, with how their performance has been throughout the season, could definitely take the win. So I think I expect the Fireballs to win here, but a lot of things I've expected to happen tonight went the opposite way. So would not be surprised to see the Flowers end out on top, but I think the Fireballs should have this.
Okay. I sort of agree. I don't know if the Fireballs are going to show up or not, but if they do, then I think that they win the game. I don't see a world where the Fireballs show up and still somehow lose this game.
Yeah. The Flowers would have to have one of the, like, their game of the season, basically, to beat Fireballs in top form.
Yeah, agreed. Alright, here we go. Ads should be over. So, it's time for Fireballs versus Flowers.
Good luck to both teams. Let's see some good baseball.
Oh, by the way, apparently Mario Stadium is one of the smallest fields.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. I did not expect that. Well, I guess I didn't think about the Bowser field. That one's pretty big. And Mario with a shot towards right field and able to get it over the head of the outfielders and start his team off with a homer. And Mario in the later half of the season has really been showing up with his bat.
Yeah, he has. Something the Fireballs have definitely needed, too. Yeah, so let's just pulling up the numbers again. You have Mario Stadium is 259, 317, 259 as the field size. Well, like, say another field that you might think is small, Yoshi Park is basically like the same size. It's 253, 324, 254. So it's almost identical in shot size and scope. So it's a little bit smaller on the sides, a little bit further in the center than Mario Stadium. But then, like, you got Wario City, which is 292, 297, 289. So the center of it is a little shorter than Mario Stadium, but the sides are much wider. Or much deeper.
Because I think we've, at least I've thought in the past that Wario Stadium was a bit smaller, but I guess it's really just the low fences that make it feel that way.
Mm-hmm. Even Daisy Cruiser, right, is like 232, 232, 328, 231. So the sides are like almost 20 feet shorter, but the center is 10 feet longer than Mario Stadium. So those sides being pulled in is like what makes the cruiser smaller.
Yeah. And Trevor coming up with 2 runners in scoring position here. Good chance to bat some runs in, but Mario able to get a hand on it, not able to hold on, but his team able to turn the double play off him popping that up. And Fireball is making a great stand right there, able to hold the Flowers scoreless.
That was crazy. That's not the first time we see a chem bobble, like, or a chem kick or whatever, turn into a much bigger play.
Yeah.
Wow, what a fastball.
Wow.
3 up, 3 down. As the Flowers hold the Fireballs.
And we could see the beginning of a defensive battle. Toad able to drop a nice little hit out right in front of the right fielder there and get a leadoff hit for his team. Will the Flowers be able to capitalize off of it? Toadette lining it a bit too close to the right fielder. It's going to be a routine play out there. And Fireballs get their first out of the inning.
Able to split the uprights there between Red Yoshi and Jonathan. And got that ball down in a safe position, allowing them to get a solid double. That's going to be at least one run.
And Flower's able to even up this game. Mario just not able to make a play on that. Not many characters would be able to. Only the best fielders that we've seen, and good hit out there from the Flowers, and they're hoping it's not done yet.
That's going to be another run. Strago goes to third.
Mario able to make a big play out there, able to get to that one and turn a double play and get his team out of the inning. Not before giving up two, but with a runner on third there, easily could have been more, especially with that hit. That was not an easy play to make. So huge time to step up and stop the bleeding.
Yeah, I agree. The Fireballs needed that to happen. Daisy didn't even have to move to get out of the way to catch that ball. She just put her glove up. Mario already charging. But it was too much.
Unfortunate. Will we see a charge swing from Red Pianta?
No, but we will see a whipped
maybe
ball.
Maybe after being embarrassed with a swing and nope. Able to drop it in a nice spot, get himself a base hit, but with 2 outs and being a slow runner, you really don't just care about getting on base. Should just be swinging for the fences there.
I agree. And that's another goose egg for the Fireballs. The Flowers still lead the game 2-1.
And poor Yoshi getting rocked by a shell out there. Not going to turn into extra bases, but still going to make him sore for the rest of the game.
Yoshi able to get himself under that one. Trevor up to bat. Doesn't get it past Shy Guy, who's going to lead to a double play, and that's going to be in the inning. That's going to be a goose egg for the Flowers.
And great job by the Fireballs there to, after not able to get a run themselves, keep the Flowers scoreless and keep themselves in this game.
Darkbone slams it. It's going. It's out. It started coming down way too soon.
Yeah, a great effort from Darkbones, but not quite where it needed to be placed, or just not enough power on it. One of the two needed to change.
Jonathan hits it too hard, and Gal was able to get under the ball and set up for it. Blue Ball did absolutely nothing.
And while Toadette's been tired for a little bit, still able to perform well on the mound and not give up any too big of hits. The only big hit was able to get robbed there, so impressive work from Toadette.
Absolutely. The Flowers have been performing pretty well, and the Fireballs have been lacking, unfortunately. Which was always a possibility when we started this game.
Wow, and if both fielders were not ready to catch that, that item usage actually would have turned into a hit. And nice item usage from Toad on the bench there, able to turn that into a hit for Toadette. I mean, she's fast. She might have been able to beat that out. She was really far down the line, but Toad not able to perform the same way with his bat that he was with the item cannon, hitting into a double play. Mario not too happy about getting smacked by a POW block last at bat, and taking his revenge out on the batter, stealing his hit. Yo, Adam, I hope you're doing peptastic today.
Daisy's been moved to the mound.
Wow, an unfortunate base running. Thinking that might be caught. It was not, and able to get the force out at second. Wow, and Toadette with a great jumping snag, able to catch that and steal a hit from the captain there. And Flowers just having a great defensive day. Only run given up was a home run by Mario so far, and it was placed in a spot that wasn't going to be able to get robbed away. So really just impressive work, just not making any mistakes on defense and doing what they need to do.
Flowers are having a fantastic game right now. They're doing exactly what they need to do to stay alive.
Neither team has really had like any defensive mistakes, I would say. Fireball or Flowers just in their 2-run inning were able to get some really nice hits down. So it's just been a pretty good game so far.
Yeah, they're barely able to make it to base.
Yeah, off a hit to left field, almost getting thrown out is crazy. Wisely holding off of that pitch. And then swinging on this, able to put it in the gap. And great item usage, possibly going to bring a run in. Pianta, knowing he doesn't have the best speed, wisely turning around, and Dark Bones with 2 runners in scoring position. You want to see a big hit here. He's going for it.
Oh, and it's still an out, but Pianta's going to run for it. And he makes it.
Unfortunately, not going to be a 3-run homer, but still able to get a run out of the play is really nice for the Fireballs, and able to capitalize off of a big situation and even up this game.
Game's now tied 2-2. With a runner on second.
And these batters wisely not swinging at the Daisy Star pitch. And that's going to be a hit. And we don't see it very often, but Fielder not able to hold on to the power hit and able to turn that into a triple.
That was an insane play by Jonathan.
And Toadette making a big play for her team, making sure that that isn't just a run coming in, and now it can't possibly be a sacrifice fly anymore. Has to be a hit, but wants to go for the homer.
Reggie not quite able to get it out.
Yeah, and a great effort by Reggie, but just Just gonna need a little bit better placement on that to get it out. You know, also you saying that this is one of the smaller fields makes sense how, like the center fielder was able to get so far into left field there, when they're just me's. So I feel like knowing the size of some of these stadiums, has helped my sanity.
Oh, nice. I'm glad your sanity is being helped here. That's gonna be 3 up, 3 down.
Nice spot on that hit, but not going to turn into any extra bases, but still able to get on. And Red Yoshi looking for a sack bunt here. Perhaps with good placement, this could, or that's going to knock down Yoshi too. Actually, he just gets tagged out before he can even get knocked down.
That was crazy.
But that puts a runner in scoring position for the captain, and honestly, a sack bunt with no outs, I don't hate that, because that gives captain a great opportunity to bat one in here. Not able to do it, but runners on the corners for Pianta, please just don't punt. Going for the sacrifice squeeze, not able to lay down the bunt, but that's 2 runners in scoring position now. The sacrifice squeeze is on for the, I meant the
Sacrifice bunt.
the suicide squeeze. But able to get a run in, and that was a cool play.
Mario's trying to
They're
steal.
going for it again.
Oh my god!
And
what is going on here?
Daisy getting it messed up by the bananas, going and slipping on one after the play is over, and those bananas just messing with Daisy's head. And the coach not happy after that, getting her off the mound, and this could be an extremely explosive inning for the Fireballs. Unfortunately, not able to get that out of the park. Still able to score 3 runs on the inning, and, or I guess just 2. I can't count. But great job by the Fireballs to take advantage of a situation. I don't know how Shy Guy was able to get a glove on that. I mean,
a vacuum cleaner.
But yeah, when you eat grass, I guess you can catch anything. Now, when I rode to second, if that throw had been to first, it would have been a close play out there. But not mattering. Shy Guy not needing to move to make that catch, and Fireball is able to put up another goose egg for the Flowers here.
Trevor able to get his hands on that balls and send it to first quickly for an out.
And Toadette, not with the best arm out there, but great mobility. She's been able to make a lot of plays at shortstop. She's been consistently good out there, so love to see her out there.
Flowers able to hold the Fireballs to another goose egg. desperately when they need it to happen.
Mario able to make a nice play for his team, take a hit away, and the first down in the inning.
Rico able to get to bat. No, get to base. Gallop to bat, hits it,
And that
and that
could be a
is off the
homer.
wall.
Very close to a home run. Yeah, honestly, happy to see that stay in because that would have been almost criminal if that went over. And Daisy trying to tie up
huge
the
hit.
game.
They didn't even try to jump for it.
What? I mean, Daisy able to tie up the game, nice shot, but I don't understand why we don't see an attempted catch there.
The Fireball's outfielders were snoozing, apparently.
After giving up the homer, Fireball is able to reel it in, get the next two batters out, and we have a tie game going into the ninth.
Out of all the games that expected to have ties, this was not one of them that I was expecting.
Wow, Toadette with a insane effort to get to that one and record the out. Important situation too, with the captain coming up.
Mario only
And
able to put
this-
up a base hit.
This is an important at-bat for Pianta. We want to see him actually charge swing. We do not see it, but able to put that hit in a great spot. Advance Mario over to third, and that's going to give a good RBI chance to Ada here.
Whoa! Mario flirting with disaster.
And if we can see this, it does come out in time.
Oh
in
my
an
god, they do it
insane
again!
play. Without the chemistry, that would have been an easy out. But with that chemistry, able to turn what would have been an easy force out at first into a hit off the bunt, and Fireball is really showing their IQ so far in this game.
I feel like this team decided that I hate bunts so much they were gonna prove to me that bunts can work.
Bunts with chemistry, as long as it isn't a POW block, can turn into hits. But when it's a POW block, unless you're one of the characters immune to a POW block, just knocks down everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't often see bunts work out at all, but Fireballs have got it to work quite a few times today.
This is the last inning. The Flowers need 2 runs to tie, 3 to win.
Yeah, any of the flying characters are immune to the POW block hitting the ground. They can still be hit by it being thrown in their face and not hitting the ground. But if the POW block hits the ground, like the paratroopers, the boos, and there's probably a few other characters I can't think of that are immune. But all the flying characters are immune to the POW block.
It's the 2 paratroopers, Paragoomba,
Okay.
the boos. I think that's it. That out!
Wow, nice relay.
Everything is on
Keep the
Riku's
bases
bad
from
here.
getting loaded.
Do it 2 more times, Mario.
You have the star power.
No, Mario decided he wants to lose this game, apparently. God damn it, Mario.
Yeah, Mario with an opportunity to clutch for his team. His team needs him to get an out here.
What is Pianta doing? Oh my god. The Flowers are just playing way better baseball right now than the Fireballs know how to. Oh!
Wow! And the Flowers getting greedy, trying to steal home, but not willing to swing the bat, and that's gonna cost them the game.
You didn't deserve that MVP!
Pianta carried. I guess Pianta clutched the game, but I don't know that Pianta carried.
130 points for Mario. 110 for Ada.
10 from Yoshi. All he did was get a good item usage out.
Only 10 from Trevor, same situation. Only good item.
And a good effort from the Flowers to make that such a close game. All the way down to the end. It was only a 1-run game. 2 runners in scoring position. Just
I'm sorry.
That was a great game.
The Fireballs decided to give me a fucking heart attack. That's what they just did.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, that is what happened.
I'm on the way to the hospital
cannot-
right now.
I cannot believe that they did not even attempt to rob that easy homer to rob.
Alright, last game of the night. The Monarchs versus the Monsters, which means we're going to the Dome.
And one of the few characters that I feel can get a home run on this field is going to be in this game. Bowser actually has a decent chance to knock it over this massively far fence. So that's all I want to see this game is Bowser hit a home run. Going into this game, I think it's kind of hard to predict who I think is gonna win, where Monarchs have very solid base hitting, very solid defense. Monsters, kind of in the same boat on this field at least. This field really eliminates, for the most part, home run threats, so their weakness of their outfield not really gonna matter too much here. So I think we will probably have another good game on our hands.
If the Monarchs lose this game, the rookies will still get their clinch, I believe.
Drybone's able to get a leadoff hit for his team here, and see if the Monsters can drive him in.
Actually, it looks like with 7 games to go, nobody clinched tonight.
Well, isn't it
Or
6 after?
Yeah, it is 6, you're right. That means the muscle's clinched.
And Bowser charging up his swing, at least the first swing there, realizing that might not be the best idea, and just deciding to load the bases for King Boo here, and King Boo with a good chance to knock in a few runs here. Monarchs not off to a great start, hoping for a miracle to get them out of here. And skipping the cutoff man, giving there no chance for a play at home. And Monsters able to strike first there.
That's a huge play for the Monsters.
And Monsters keeping it up. Crazy offense so far this inning for him. But Monarchs able to turn a double play and get out of the inning, only giving up 1 run. Yeah, bases loaded, only giving up 1 run. That was a nice job to get out of there without too much pain. Goomba with a nice jumping snag.
And a solid double play to end the inning. And the Monarchs not able to score.
A nice, easy routine play there for the third baseman, and Toad able to easily turn that. And same for Shy Guy there. 2 outs so far, and Monarchs hoping to get a 3 up, 3 down here. Not gonna be able to do it unless there's some weird base running error that happens out there. And what was close to being a base running error turning into a nice play by Dracula, able to get himself over to third. And now if Drybones just gets a hit, they're going to be able to get another run in. And able to sneak that just barely past Noki. Looks like Noki's glove might have a hole in it. Not able to get that.
Hammer Bro able to get that past Noki.
And Noki just not able to make the plays that she needs to make for her team so far. Just not able to get to that last one, bobbling that one, and this inning going further than it's supposed to. Bowser hoping to punish him. And with a big hit out towards right center field, it could be a triple for the big man.
And he's able to get there in third.
Never thought I'd see the day that Bowser was able to get a triple, but I guess this is the field to do it on. And to think this would have been a much closer game if Noki had not had an error to extend this inning. Unfortunate. And Monsters continuing this 2-out rally. You know, it not to just they're taking good advantage of the situation. So not just to rip on Noki here that there was an error that caused this to happen. Good job by the Muscles to take advantage of the situation.
By the who?
Or the Monsters, not the Muscles.
The who?
And after loading the bases, able to get out of the inning, but not before giving up 4. And Monsters looking dominant so far in this game. Monarchs really need to get some runs back.
It's only the bottom of the second. The Monarchs have to do something. The Monsters are already up by 3, and if they have another inning like that, it is going to be devastating.
Wow, and Bowser able to step on first and throw a rocket of a ball to second and get Pianta out easy there. And we've seen Toads have good bats before with a correctly placed hit. That could have batted in a run, but it was a bit much to ask for. Monarchs hoping to start a 2-out rally here. I don't think 2 hits is quite a rally, and Goomba not letting it be a third. A crazy play by Goomba out there, able to steal a hit and end that inning before it was able to really take off. Monsters dominant on both sides of the ball through 2. And Monsters just keep dropping these hits in really great spots, able to get extra bases on a lot of their hits, and it's just really tough for the Monarchs to be able to do anything about it.
Oh, the Monsters win the close play.
And Unfortunately, instead of going for the guaranteed out, trying to get the lead runner, a smart play, but a bit risky and did not work out for him.
Shanoa able to get underneath the ball. Does she catch it? She does. But that's going to give Barrett the time he needs to get another run in.
Yeah, and they kind of needed to do one of those buddy kicks there. I'm not sure if you can do it if it's not on the ground, but that was the only way they were going to stop a run from coming in. And Hammer Bro swinging on the 3-0 pitch and getting a hit out of it. Impressive work. And last time the big man was up, he was able to hit a triple, so I'm hoping to see Bowser somehow bat the cycle today. The triple is arguably the hardest part of the cycle, so it would be really cool to see it happen.
King Boo able to get that into the pocket. And that's going to be 1, 2, not quite 3 runs in. Bowser running back as fast as his stubby little legs will take him.
Bowser kind of looks like he's moving on this ice field. I was pretty impressed by his speed there. And Monsters bring this to 1 run from Mercy Rule territory.
They still would have to deal with the defense, or they would still have to defend against the Monarchs, but if they could get 1 more run, which they do. Oh, they don't! Because of the stop at first, double play. The Monarchs get to live for 1 inning at the minimum. War.
And Monarchs really need to kick their offense into gear. Bowser not playing games with the star pitch, but not able to get his next pitch past the batter, and Monarch's able to get a hit. Will they be able to keep it up? Nice placement on that hit, and finally able to get some extra bases. And Noki able to squeeze that through the middle of the infield and drive in a run for the team, and
the Monarchs able to get a run on the board finally.
Monarch's able to load the bases here, and Toadsworth coming up in an important situation. Is he going to be able to perform for his team? Looks like, nope, just hit into a double play and not able to take advantage of a big situation. Big opportunity, and although they were finally able to stop the shutout, is that going to be the momentum shift that they need, or are the muscles going to keep coming out here and performing the way they have been? And a leadoff double, we're almost too used to that from the Monsters so far this game. Wow, and barely able to get under that. That was really important because that definitely would have been a run coming in, and probably another double.
Dracula able to get to first.
Close play there at first, but he's not that slow.
He will be next season. Double!
Drybones with a nice hit. Is the center fielder going to be able to get there? Not quite.
Round roll double. That's the second one tonight.
And right back to possible mercy territory.
Throw the fireball at Shinoa. They did not do it in time, but Dracula is able to get himself into base, or into home. And we are now officially in mercy territory. If the Monarchs cannot score a run at their next at bat, this game is over.
I'm not completely sure what Bowser's first hit was. Oh, it was just a single. So never mind. I was trying to think if he had a chance to bat the cycle in this at bat, but he needs a home run and a double.
They switched the center fielder. Putting Pianta in center field is probably the biggest mistake they could possibly make. If King Bowser, or King Boo, sorry, King Boo can smack it towards center field, Pianta won't be able to do shit about it. And that's going. What the hell? Are you seeing how fast that Pianta was moving?
Yeah, that guy was moving. He put on his ice skates for that play. Also, welcome back, Nekas.
Welcome back, Nex. You changed your mind about getting into the pants?
You know, I never said those words exactly. And Monster's off to a good start in the inning to end the game right here. Able to get that first out. More direct. What do you mean? Hammer Bro making 2 good plays for his team, and Monarchs only have 1 more out to work with.
And Hammer Bro ends the game early. Oh, the Monarchs get crushed, unfortunately. This is great news for the DIC conference, but terrible for the MKR, or the MKC. MVP was Bowser.
And no surprise there.
The Monarchs not able to even put up really much of any points for any of their players. Pianta being the biggest performer, which is quite strange. Bowser putting up 100 MVP points, 90 at bat. Show us a full screen. You can't see anything. I'm so confused.
No, that's me. Yeah. The game was over, so I just was showing the standings.
Ah. All right. So standings of the teams right now. DK Wild still in front, 21-5. Rookie's right behind, 17-9. Muscles 16-10. Monsters and Monkeys are both 15 and 11. Fireballs 14 and 12. Spitballs are 13 and 13, perfectly even. Bows and Monarchs 11 and 15. Eggs 9 and 17. Flowers 8 and 18. Knights 6 and 20. On divisional level, as I said or mentioned earlier, the Muscles were finally able to clinch their position in the playoffs. The Rookies are ever so slightly close to doing the same. One more game will probably do it. Unless they lose and then the Monarchs win. Same thing applies to the Monsters and the Monkeys, depending on how the Eggs' performance. They are literally synced up, and they might both be clinching playoff positions next on Friday. So yeah.
Yeah, Nick, the bottom two teams in each division do not make the playoffs.
There's only 12 teams, and so we're gonna have 8 teams make the playoffs, and then 4 teams don't make it. That is the game plan. Where the wild cards, there's not enough teams for wild cards. If we introduce wild cards, we have to do 2 teams to make it out of the division each, and then we'd have to do a wild card game on each side, which means everybody makes playoffs. And we don't want everybody to make playoffs. What's the point of being in playoffs if you didn't beat somebody else to get there? If everybody's guaranteed a chance.
Well, that was a good night of games. A lot of exciting games. Yeah, everything was pretty close except that last game. That was just a blowout.
Monsters really showed up to that one, surprisingly enough. That's all I wanted to say. Number 1 seed have a bye first round? They don't. But the number 1 seed will face off against the number 4 seed, so they have a better chance of moving on. And the 2 and the 3 will face each other. And then the winners of the 1-4 game will face off against the winners of the 2-3 game. And then the winners of the Mushroom Kingdom Conference will then face off against the winners of the Delfino Island Conference in the final game of the season. But in playoffs, games are best of 3, so they'll play 3 matches in a row. And then the finals, the World Series, will be best of 5. This is how SAAF works. But it's only 1 table and 4 teams. If it's only 4 teams, yeah. You need a creative name for the World Series. Star Cup? That's not very creative. It's Mario related, but not really creative. Star Series? Star Series sounds better. I mean, I feel like if they did do it, it would be like the Star Series. Because it just makes sense for the Mario universe. But part of me would have wanted to be the Blue Shell series. Do we have player stats? Like, we have the mechanical stats of the players in the game, like, what their stats are, like, numbers-wise. But as far as, like, their hits and all that stuff, I started trying to track it at the beginning of the season, but I fell back and nobody else was really helping me, so it just kind of fell off.
Games are just a bit too fast-paced to be able to do it without a dedicated person.
I mean, it was working out when I had 2 dedicated people, and then we had 2 people on commentary. That was fantastic. And then, like, Mia couldn't do it, and then Ash doesn't want to do it, and then I'm left to being the only stat tracker, and then, like, you know, you can only do really Mondays, and Steve can only do Fridays, and Kyle, who said he would do things, hasn't been doing it. Nobody else wants to volunteer to help, and so it's just been like me, one other person on commentary, and nobody tracking stats because I can't do stats and commentary at the same time. And it's just a mess. Do you guys root for any specific team in the league? We each have a team. So Jaltion's team is the Rookies. My team is the Fireballs.
Our two teams, are right next to each other over here.
Mm-hmm.
But other than my team, I mean, I would say the only team that I root against really is the Wilds, and that's only because of how dominant they are. I always like to see an underdog win, but all these teams are really well put together. I love Mario characters, so I'll definitely root for everybody.
A breakdown of how we're doing it next is it's a 32 game season. Every team faces their own conference rivals 4 times. 2 times at home, 2 times away. And then you face your out of conference rivals 2 times, once at home, once away. We are currently towards the end of the season. We are doing out of conference games, the second round of them. Every team play other team twice.
They aren't really series because they aren't back-to-back games.
Yeah, we haven't done anything that's back-to-back during the season. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's fine.
I tried to make it as fair and balanced as possible. That being said, turn off the browser. We don't need to see that anymore. Alright, do we have any closing words?
None, not really. Just those are great games tonight, and hope to see a lot of more close games in the future. Sad to see the Rookies lose, but cool to see the Muscles clench their playoff spot, and just excited for more baseball in the future.
Excellent. Fantastic. Same here. I thought it was a good night. There was a lot of close games tonight. The Fireballs and the Flowers was a lot closer than I expected. The Muscles and the Rookies was it came down to the wire. For a little while the Monkeys looked like they were going to lose the Knights, but then the Monkeys showed up. The close game between the Spitballs and the Wilds, and then that dinger home run kind of sealed the deal for the Spitballs. It was a really good night of games. If you are just showing up now, I recommend go back into the VOD, watch some of these matches. They're really good content. Where are we rating to, my friend?
I do not know. I am probably going to keep going because tomorrow I want to start playing Dishonored, and in order to do that, I need to get through the run that I'm on in Heart Gold. So I'm going to try and finish.
You're still going then.
Yeah.
All right, then we're rating you then.
No, the surprise is broken.
Surprise is broken? What do you mean? What surprise? I don't know what you're talking about. There's just think surprises in this world. Just get rated. Deal. Cope. Rated. Deal. Cope.
Yo, thank you so much for the raid,
Thank you
Chaco.
so
I
much
did
for
not
the
see this
raid.
incoming. Wait, I need to shout out Chaco. Oops. I was gonna say Shaco chip pancakes.
Shaco? I have Shaco chip pancakes now?
Anyone who's not following Chaco, please go to the top of the chat. If you see a heart that's not filled in, please click on that, fill it in. Chaco is a peptastic person, was the commissioner of this league, put it together, and I'm really happy to be able to participate in it. So